Oh, buckle up, because Paris Fashion Week, that 1 week of pure elegance, class, and couture magic, just got wrecked by none other than Meghan Markle. Yes, you heard that right. What was supposed to be the ultimate showcase of sophistication turned into, well, Meghan's personal power parade. It all started like a dream. Cameras flashing, designers buzzing, the world's top models gliding down runways. But oh no, things took a sharp turn when Meghan arrived. The whole energy in that room shifted instantly. They say Meghan came to make a statement, but not the one anyone expected. Word from the inside is she flat out refused to play by any of the Fashion Week rules. Stylists tried to advise her, guide her, maybe add a touch of Parisian finesse, but nope. Meghan wanted total control. Apparently, she dismissed every single suggestion, telling people, "No one tells me what to wear." Oh, she meant business. It wasn't about fashion anymore, it was about dominance. And get this, one designer even spilled that Meghan straight up told them, "I don't follow trends, I set them." Now, confidence is one thing, but honey, in the fashion world, there's a fine line between confidence and pure arrogance. By the time she finally made her grand entrance, you could feel the shift. The air got thicker, cameras flashed, of course, but not with the admiration she probably hoped for. Some guests whispered that she didn't come to celebrate style. She came to prove something. And here's the irony. She got all the attention she craved, but definitely not the flattering kind. People couldn't stop whispering. Meghan was acting like she was the only star in the building. Everyone else? Background extras in her royal performance. Instead of blending into the magic of Fashion Week, that chaotic but collaborative creativity everyone loves, she stood out, but not gracefully. She was demanding, guarded, and clearly ready to outshine anyone who dared to share her spotlight. Some reporters even claim she showed up late, keeping the photographers waiting, like she wanted to test who would wait for her. And it wasn't even about her outfit. It was her attitude. That icy, "I own this place" kind of energy that sent waves through the room. Behind the scenes, designers were shocked. One insider whispered that Meghan rejected almost every single outfit prepared for her. Why? Because apparently none of them met her royal standard. The team tried explaining, "This isn't the palace, darling. It's Fashion Week. It's about collaboration, not hierarchy." But she didn't want to hear it. Rumors started to swirl. Meghan wasn't there for the clothes. She was there to be seen. Every pose, every glance, every calculated smile screamed performance. And people who stood nearby, they swear her smile looked forced, like she was trying too hard to control every camera angle, every impression. The tension was palpable. Fashion Week thrives on teamwork, artistry, respect, but Meghan, she reportedly made it all about herself. And here's where it all started to unravel. The brand sponsoring her appearance had chosen a stunning dress for her, right? Meghan flat out refused to wear it. Instead, she picked something totally different, throwing the whole show schedule off balance. That one choice? Oh, it caused chaos. Stylists scrambled, photographers grumbled, organizers fumed. A ripple effect of frustration spread through the event. Behind closed doors, people were done. PR insiders whispered that Meghan was just too Hollywood for Paris. She treated Fashion Week like a red carpet event, not the sacred creative showcase that it is. And Paris noticed. Oh, did they notice? By the end of the night, what was supposed to be a glittering celebration of artistry turned into a headline-fueled mess. Every gossip site, every news outlet wanted a piece of the story. Was Meghan misunderstood, or did she deliberately play the diva card to stay relevant? That's the debate lighting up the internet right now. Her fans, bless them, say Meghan was just expressing herself, breaking rules, redefining power. But her critics? Oh, they're saying something else entirely. To them, this wasn't empowerment. It was pure entitlement. They argue that Meghan crossed the line. There's a difference between standing tall and pushing everyone else down. And you know what's fascinating? The narrative flipped within hours. Social media went into overdrive. People compared Meghan to other stars who nailed the theme. Stylish, confident, yet respectful. Everyone said the same thing. True icons don't need to force attention. They command it effortlessly. Meghan's version of confidence felt, well, performative. And that's where it gets complicated. Fashion Week was supposed to be Meghan's comeback, her big "I'm back, elegant, confident, unstoppable" moment. But instead, another storm of criticism. Even event organizers were caught off guard. They didn't expect this level of drama. One stylist sighed and said, "It stopped being about the clothes the second she walked in." Some say it was all intentional, because let's face it, in Hollywood, controversy sells. Maybe Meghan knew exactly what she was doing. A headline, even a bad one, keeps your name trending. And Meghan? She knows the media game, she's played it before, but here's the risk. In chasing that spotlight, she may have burned a few bridges she'll never rebuild. The fashion world has long memories, and once you get labeled difficult, that's a stain that's hard to wash off. It's one thing to be bold, but alienating the people who could help restore your image, that's a whole different story. In the fashion elite's world, collaboration and humility aren't just polite, they're essential. And according to insiders, Meghan came in lacking all three. She wanted applause, she got eye rolls, she wanted admiration, she got whispers. By now, the Meghan Markle narrative is almost predictable. Every time she appears, it's another avalanche of headlines, opinions, division. Some say she's misunderstood, others insist she thrives on controversy. But whatever side you're on, one thing's clear. Paris proved Meghan Markle refuses to blend in. She'll stand out, even if it means standing alone. Because in fashion, standing out can make you powerful or isolated. And this time, it looks like Meghan got the latter. She came to Paris to be the star. She left as the story, but not the one anyone wanted to tell. If she wanted attention, she nailed it. If she wanted respect, oh, that's gonna take a while. Because in Paris, darling, it's not enough to look like royalty. You have to act like it. And that's the one rule Meghan Markle seemed determined to break. Some people at Paris Fashion Week were left literally shaking their heads, whispering the same question again and again. Who is Meghan Markle, really? She walked in like royalty, every eye on her, every flashbulb popping. Her outfit screamed power, influence, money, status. But you know what? Power without a touch of subtlety can turn into something else entirely. A spectacle. And that's exactly what unfolded before everyone's eyes. What should have been a night celebrating creativity, art, and collaboration turned into one woman's show, a full-on Meghan Markle performance. Every glance, every smirk, every step she took screamed, "Look at me." Insiders later spilled that the entire night felt like Meghan's attempt to make a name for herself again. It wasn't about championing designers or showing love for fashion. It was about keeping the spotlight firmly and exclusively on her. Every step, every pose, every camera angle was calculated. She wanted headlines, hashtags, and trending clips, and she got them, but definitely not the way she wanted. Because let's be real, attention is easy to get, but respect, that's earned. And in that world, the world of haute couture, legacy, and refinement, respect is everything. Meghan wanted both attention and admiration, but that night she only managed to get one, and not the good one. Reports kept pouring in. Designers were left stunned. She'd reportedly rejected outfit after outfit, dismissed stylists who tried to assist her, and even overrode creative decisions that had taken weeks of preparation. Imagine a room full of experts, people who've dressed the world's most iconic figures, being told no by someone who just had to have the final say. It wasn't collaboration, it was control. And control, when pushed too far, becomes chaos. Even celebrities who are used to dominating attention know when to step back, to let the moment breathe. But Meghan, she wanted to own the entire moment, every second of it. Paris Fashion Week thrives on harmony, that magical balance of elegance, creativity, and shared brilliance. Meghan threw that off the rails the second she walked in. Whispers began to spread, or soft at first, but soon impossible to ignore. People started saying she seemed desperate for validation, like she needed to prove to the world that she still mattered, that she was still relevant, still powerful. But the more she tried to control the story, the more it slipped away from her. Fashion insiders, the ones who rarely talk, started calling it a public relations disaster. And honestly, they weren't wrong. Social media went up in flames. Within minutes, Twitter was divided. Hashtag Team Meghan versus hashtag Duchess Drama. Instagram was flooded with clips, memes, edits, and side-by-side comparisons of Meghan versus the other A-listers who actually followed the theme. By the end of the night, one question kept echoing. Who is she really trying to be? For people who didn't know much about her, it was puzzling. Why would someone so famous act this way? Designers whispered that they'd been caught off guard by her whole demeanor. They expected a gracious guest, maybe even a collaborator. Instead, they got someone treating their show like it was her personal movie premiere. And trust me, in Paris, that kind of attitude doesn't go unnoticed. There were quiet murmurs that she ignored gentle suggestions, the kind of professional advice meant to help her shine without stirring chaos. But instead, she did what she wanted, how she wanted, and turned the whole night into a spectacle. Guests were polite. Of course, it's Paris. But behind those polite smiles were raised eyebrows and whispered judgments. Some described her as difficult. Others used harsher words like self-absorbed. Paris Fashion Week is built on elegance, restraint, and shared passion. But Meghan's need to be the main event shattered that delicate balance. And then came the online firestorm. Social media took the drama and multiplied it by 10. Every detail, every quote, every clip was dissected. People argued argued endlessly. Was Meghan a bold woman taking control of her narrative, or just someone desperate for the limelight? Critics said it loud and clear. Meghan didn't want fashion. She wanted validation. Every turn of her head, every glance at the camera, all of it felt orchestrated, and sure enough, she became the story of the night, but not in the glamorous way she envisioned. The truth? Meghan wanted recognition, but she ended up with something else entirely: embarrassment. Her big comeback moment turned into another PR disaster, one that'll follow her for years. Because in that glittering Parisian room full of legends, Meghan didn't stand out as an icon. She stood out as a lesson that visibility without humility isn't influence, it's noise. She made a name for herself that night, yes, but it came wrapped in criticism, not applause. Some people still defend her. They say, she's confident, she's bold, she's just misunderstood. But confidence that alienates? That's not empowerment, that's isolation. Paris Fashion Week is about artistry and mutual celebration. Meghan's behavior turned it into a solo performance, a one-woman show no one asked for, and that's the tragedy of it all. In the end, the same question kept echoing: who is Meghan Markle really? Because that night, she tried to control every frame, every camera flash, every conversation, every whisper, just to prove she was still that woman. But instead of admiration, she left behind exhaustion, a trail of raised eyebrows, tense smiles, and viral headlines. She turned fashion into theater, and herself into the punchline. It was supposed to be about style, but it became a spectacle. And while Paris will move on, the designers will design, the models will walk, the flashbulbs will pop again, this moment, oh, this will linger. Not because of the couture, not because of the show, but because Meghan Markle once again made it all about her. The lesson she left behind, crystal clear. Attention without grace becomes criticism. Ambition without humility becomes chaos. She wanted to shine, but the spotlight, it revealed more than she bargained for. Paris Fashion Week will forever remember the night Meghan Markle didn't just attend, she took over. But in trying to prove her power, she exposed her insecurities. And now, she's the headline everyone can't stop talking about, for all the wrong reasons. She got the attention, but she also got the embarrassment. And that, my friends, is the story that's still echoing through the halls of Paris. Whispered behind every backstage curtain, murmured over every cafe table, and debated across every screen. Meghan Markle turned Fashion Week upside down. Not with a look, not with a gown, but with a storm, and oh, what a storm it was.